Everybody's checked in. So, marshals, there'll be 6 of you, or was there 6 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll need
3
maybe
minutes
one
left.
helper. Careful on your warm-up laps, drivers. We'd hate to miss a main due to a warm-up lap incident. Are you helping out, Ivan? Okay, thank you. That'd be great. Then we'll have 6 marshals, so that'll be perfect. So we got Mark here, we got Mark there, we got Ivan,
2:30 left.
Alex, Jim. So Alex, if you go far corner there, straight ahead, you'll be perfect. Okay, this is the Touring Stock B. Starting on the pole is going to be Nick Kinnar, who could help. Yeah, thanks, Ivan. You know where it's just on the other side of the loop, and yes, it does work. Perfect. That is second. That is Chris Lim. Third will be Josh Carter.
2 minutes left.
Kevin Bowles is going to be fourth. Eddie Dinter is going to be 5th. Gary Lanzer 6th. Nick Kewen 7th. Ryan Welch 8th. Nick Fantetti 9. Brad Borneal 10th.
1:30 left.
Okay, so there's 10 cars out there. In qualifying, you guys were separated by only 6 seconds across the whole field, all right? So you're tight. So treat the main that way. Here we go. Corners ready. Drivers ready. Everybody on the tone. Awesome start. Good job, everybody. Chris Lim managing to, oh, Nick, nice pass. Nick taking it back. He was our pole sitter. Chris got by him on the first lap, and now Nick takes it back, all clean. Hotly contested at the front of this one between Nick, Chris, and Kevin. Oh, jeez. Oh, Kevin traction rolls in the sweeper. So now there's just 2 at the front. Nick and Chris, down the straightaway they go. They're going to be coming up on traffic shortly here. So the pink car is our race leader. Coming up on traffic. Pink car is the leader, and the car behind him, the white and black, is second. Thank you. Leader is the pink car. Yeah, one person moving to the A final coming out of this race at the moment. It would be Nick. He's the leader, developing a huge lead now over second place, which is now Kevin, as Chris must have run into some trouble. So the pink car on the straightaway is first place. Second place, Kevin with Clik-Trak in front of him at the moment. And then Chris Lim in third in that black and white with orange. Oh no, Gary's battery fall out?
3 minutes left.
That's weird, he didn't even hit anything there. I think it must have been from earlier damage. Okay, so just over 2 minutes in, quite a bit of time left. We've got Nick out front in the white and pink. He's going to be coming up on a lot of cars here shortly. Second place still Kevin. Kevin's 4.3 seconds back. Couple little taps there from Nick in the short chute. It's going to help Kevin out a little bit. Leader in the white and pink. Differential between Nick and Kevin, 3.6 seconds now. So Kevin makes up half a second on that lap. About 2 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. Oh, and now Kevin's got a rear view mirror full of Chris Lim. Closest battle on the track right now. Oh, Kevin taps. Chris also taps, and now he's got a body tuck. Self-inflicted, though. So that's going to help Kevin. Otherwise, he was in trouble. But Nick, though, I think keeps pulling away slowly but surely away from second place. Nick in the white and pink. Differential between him and second place is 5 seconds. Then another 3 seconds back to Chris. Brad Borneal starting in the 10th spots, found his way to 4th. Josh in 5th. Nick Q in 6th. Ryan, Eddie, Nick Fantetti 7th. Gary off the track. Just realized there's 3 Nicks in this race. They all found each other in touring stock. So 1 minute, 10 seconds left. Leader Nick Pinar in the white and pink. He is looking to find that
1 minute left.
berth into the A final, which will be later this afternoon. He has a 5.5 second lead over Kevin Bowles. Kevin in that white and orange kind of speckled paint. Coming out the straightaway right now, second place car in the whitey orange mixture. 35 seconds left, still 5.2 seconds between first and second. It's a tall order for Kevin. Then we got Brad up into 3rd now. Chris 4th. Josh, Nick Kewen, Ryan, Eddie, Nick Fantetti, and Gary. 15 seconds left. Our leader on the straightaway right now. He's going to do 1 more lap. Just got to keep it clean. He's got roughly a 6 second lead over second place.
Car 8 is done. Car 7 is done. Car 10 is done. Car 2 is done. Car 5 is done.
That'll do it.
Car 9 is done.
Takes that one
Car
home.
1 is done.
Nice job.
Car 3 is done. Car 4 is done.
So Nick Pinar will be our bump and final position holder in the A main coming up later. All right, race number 14 on the track, 12th scale B main.
Minutes left.
All right, race number 14, 12th scale stock B main. I'm missing a check from Jared Heap and from Nick Fantetti. Nick was in the last race, so he's probably he'll be here momentarily. There's Jared. Here's Nick. We've bought ourselves a little bit of time. Some back-to-back action here in the B's and A's, so we'll
2:30 left.
Use our extra minutes to allow a little leeway. Everyone has checked except for Nick Fantetti, and here he comes. There he is. Everyone's checked, all 10 cars. Careful on the straight. We've got a car going backwards. Careful, careful. Okay, so straightaway is closed. So let's set the grid. On the pole, Glenn Armstrong.
2 minutes left.
He ran a 41.803. He's going to be starting first. Also 41.803, Jared Heap starting second. 41.806, Sven. Thanks, Nick. Paul Moria, 41.807 is fourth. Thank you. Dwayne Flodell, 41.808 is fifth.
1:30 left.
Jim Pridge, 41.809 is sixth. Nick Fantetti, 41.811, seventh. Dan Weeds is eighth. Brian Ashmore, ninth. And Craig McDonald will round out the field of 10 in the 12 stock B final. Grid looks good. Well done. Let's see the hands of the marshals, please. Marshals.
1 minute left.
Okay. Full coverage. Thank you. All the drivers good? All right. A berth in the A final on the line here.
45 seconds left.
Corner marshals ready. Drivers ready. On the tone.
Did you put out the trophy picture banner yet?
Well. All right, drivers, we're about 1 minute down. We've got Glenn Armstrong out front. He's down the straightaway around the sweeper in that reddish pink, followed closely by Paul Moria. Then we've got Sven, Craig, Jim, Dan, Brian, Nick, Dwayne, and Jared. All right, 130 down. Top three working through the chicane, around the coat hanger, down the straightaway. Red car, orange car, white and green. That's Glenn, Paul, and Sven. A little tap from Sven. See if he can reel him in again. Leaders are going to be coming up on a little bit of traffic here shortly.
6 minutes left.
So, top two down the straight. Oh, Paul looking around, looking inside, looking outside. Very close. Glenn and Paul. It's the red car followed by the orange around the coat hanger and down the straight again, and they come. So, a good battle forming at the front here. Sven lurking in the wings, hoping for something to fall his way. 1 and 2 and 3 on the straightaway. Glenn, Paul, Sven. Only one can move on to the A main coming up later. Dan, you've got the top three drivers coming up on you. Thank you for the first one. That's 2 and 3. Thank you.
5 minutes
Sven
left.
making a move. Moves up a spot. So now it's Glenn, Sven, and Paul. Advance warning to Brian Ashmore. You got the top two drivers coming up on you eventually here, potentially. Oh, it's getting close up at the top here. Glenn trying to hold off a hard charging Sven. 3:30 down, 4:30 to go. An eternity left in this one. Leaders working around some traffic. They're following around Brian. Here they come again down the straightaway. Thank you, Brian.
4 minutes left.
All right, there we go. Halfway. Glenn, Sven, Paul, Craig, Jim, Brian, Dan, Dwayne, Jared, and Nick. Your full running order. Still a great race at the front here between Glenn and Sven. That reddish pink car and the green and white been kind of locked together for the last several minutes down the straightaway. We've got 3 minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock, so still a lot of time. All the traffic being very courteous. Third place car is Paul Moria, but he's fallen back a bit now, about half a track back. 6.4 seconds
left
to be exact, back to Paul. So it's a two-man show here. A main berth on the line. A little tap from Sven, and Glenn can breathe again for a few more laps. Paul continuing in that third spot. Craig in the 4. Jim, Brian, Dan, Jared, Dwayne, and Nick. Oh, jeez. Careful, careful. The leaders down the straightaway. Coming up to put a lap on third place, it looks like. And we've had a lead change as Sven... No, I'm sorry, I'm getting the wrong car. I'm getting confused with the other green car.
2 minutes left.
No changes. The green and white needs to get through. The green and white is our second place car. So, just under 2 minutes now. Working through traffic. Glenn definitely got the easier path. He's now got 1.4 seconds over Sven. Still quite a bit of time left though. Around the coat hanger goes Glenn, and now Sven. Here they come down the straightaway. 1 second the difference between the two. Glenn, Sven, Paul, Jim, Brian. That's your order. Oh, it's tightening up again at the top as Sven's managed to reel Glenn in a little bit more. Minute and 5 seconds left.
1 minute left.
It's the red car lead.
Down the straight they come. It's tighter than ever. Glenn in that reddish pink. Sven in the green and white. Oh, it's close. 35 seconds to go.
That's a certifiable shoestring at this point.
Whoa. Great race, drivers. Great race. This is going to be your last lap. This one here. Glenn's got to hang on for a few more corners. He's going to get it
Car
done.
4 is done.
Awesome
Car 8
finish,
is done.
guys.
Car 1 is
Nicely done.
Car 3 is done. Car 2 is done. Car 7 is done. Car 6 is done. Car 9
Glenn
is done.
Armstrong, the Iceman, doesn't make a mistake. Nicely done. And great race, Sven, as well.
3 minutes left.
Careful on your warm-ups, drivers. Okay, I've got a check from everyone except for Jim. I know he was running back to back. There he is. All 10 cars have checked.
2:30 left.
Okay, drivers, let's set this grid. Sven's going to help him out. So, Frank Bortolazzo is going to be starting on the pole. 26.504 was his pace. Frank, you're first. Dustin, you are second. You also had 26.504. 26.506, we got Jamie Surrey. 26.507, we have Jim Pridge. Wei Ma, 25.5 flat. Josh Carter also 25.5 flat in 6th. Josh Carter to 6. Daryl is 7th. Stuart Mason is 8th. Drew Harkos is 9th. And our bump from the C, Nick Kanar is 10th. Okay, thanks. Okay, let's see the marshal's hands. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so World GT B main and A main berth on the line here. Drivers all good? Okay, so corner marshals, eyes on your corners. Drivers on the tone. Body tuck or something? Okay, fixed. Okay, we are underway here. The World GT B main. We'll track down our leader who's already working through traffic. Frank Bortolazzo. He's down the straightaway right now in that white car with the orange and yellow trim flames. Daryl Jones in the 2. He's in the white and purple. Coming up behind Nick now. That's second place. Oh,
4
a little
minutes
tap
left.
from Daryl. I think that's going to let Wei into second. Sure enough, it does. So Wei Ma now moving up into the 2 spot. Daryl drops back to 4 as Drew Harko slips up there into 3rd. So good battle between Wei, Drew, and Daryl. 3 cars down the straightaway. Stuart Mason in the hunt as well. So it's tight for second. Oh, Stuart looking outside on Drew. Inside. 4 cars on the straightaway are battling for second place. Oh man, Stuart making a move, takes over 4th as he gets by Drew. Oh. Daryl avoids disaster. Something may have happened to his car though. Body tuck or something, or stuck bearing? I heard it squeaking somewhere. Meanwhile, Frank Bortolazzo.
3 minutes left.
Pulling away from the field here.
I don't know where's my.
Yeah, sounds good. Frank Bortolazzo, race leader through the short chute right now. He's driving the white, yellow, and orange around the coat hanger and down the straightaway. Sizable 4 to 5 second lead over Wei Ma. 5.4 the difference there between first and second. Drew Harkos running in the 3. Drew about 2 seconds behind Way. Dustin moves up into 4th, and now 3rd as I just refresh my screen here. So now it's Frank, Wade, Dustin, Stewart, and James.